very lovely day. आप सभी को रमजान एंड डेडपुल बहुत बहुत मुबारक एंड द फेस्टिविटीज जस्ट डोंट सीम टू एंड in the movie world. I mean, what a time to be alive as a comic book and as a superhero fan. Within a month, Avengers Infinity War and now Deadpool 2. Deadpool 2 is the sequel to the highly successful and in some ways path-breaking Deadpool 1 from 2016. We all have seen that. That film was awesome. This one is directed by David Leitch, the co-director of the awesome John Wick and the not so awesome Atomic Blonde. That's terrible scene though. Brilliant. The film stars the man who was born to play this part and the real Van Wilder, Ryan Reynolds. I mean, the body language, the jokes, the personality, the timing, everything is perfect. The film is hilarious with 3 L's from the first frame to the last frame. Also, this time Ryan has a writing credit on this film and it shows. It's much funnier than the last one. But beware, the more you are aware of the Hollywood pop culture, the more of the jokes you're going to get and the more you're going to enjoy. I got around 90 to 95% of the jokes. So now talking about the cast, the first film was more or less a singular affair with Deadpool taking more of the screen time. But this time we have a great cast accompanying him. First, Josh Brolin as Cable. The man is having the greatest May that ever had on this earth. First Thanos and now Cable. And he is great as Cable. It's not the most deep or the impactful or the complex character. It's quite simple and he plays it well. And the next we have Zazie Beetz as Domino. Hot, sexy, and dare I say, she has the most awesomely, unexpectedly, why the hell didn't anyone ever thought of it superpower that I have seen. Pretty great stuff. And of course the wild card of the film, Julian Dennison, who last acted in The Hunt for the Wilder People. He was great. Watch that film, you will not regret it. I've seen it 3 times. Love fat kids. Love fat kids. And of course, Dopinder. Indians are ruling the world, my friend. And this cast fits quite well into the story, which is quite elaborate this time than the first one, but it is still simple enough to follow. But what this film does great is, at the heart of the story is still with Deadpool and how he has evolved as a character. And there are some emotional moments related to that. I mean, it is difficult to believe, but in a film like Deadpool 2, there are emotional moments and they are impactful. Now talking about evolution and impact, the violence and action has gone up a notch. This film is brutal with heads, blood, head and feet flying all over the place. And the action is staged to the perfection. Given the stunt coordinator history of the director David Leitch, it was expected. But then Anmol, problem kya hai? Well, too many scenes in Deadpool feel too much is happening at the same time. Too many characters, too many dialogues, too much of joking around. I mean, you are not even finished laughing on one and there is another joke and then there is another. So, कई बार लगता है कि थोड़ी सी खिचड़ी बन रही है, थोड़ा सा mix-up हो रहा है. And at least initially it felt that the screenplay was wandering a bit. But जब फिल्म में इतना मजा आ रहा हो, you don't care for such little nitpicks. So, is Deadpool 2 better than Deadpool 1? Well, I'm confused. The sheer simplicity and novelty of the first film would have been difficult to replicate, and I think we all knew it. It was quite revolutionary for its time, if I may say. But I did laugh more in this film. The action is better and the film is hilarious. I laughed in positions I couldn't imagine a man could. So it's up in the air. Which one? But what's not up in the air is if you should watch this film or not. You absolutely have to watch this film. Go with your family, little kids, grandparents, their grandkids and their grandparents. and watch Deadpool 2. What a time, what a time. Whoa, one more thing. Greatest post-credit scene ever. हाँ भाई, रिव्यू हो गया डेडपूल 2 का, हो गया। तूने देख ली? देख ली?
हाँ भाई देख ली।
भाई फाड़ भाई फाड़।
पहले तो बिल्कुल वैसे ही लगते थे भाई। पॉपी जॉन क्या लग रहा था भाई, और उसकी जॉ लाइन क्या लग रही थी भाई। चेक इन करने में सही लग रही थी भाई, लेकिन मतलब उससे ज्यादा उम्मीदें थी। लेकिन भाई ने जो एंड में मिसाइल छोड़ी कि हाँ कि हम सिकंदर ऐसा कुछ करके, और भाई उसके बाद भाई बीच में कोई लड़की आती है रैंडम से, वो बोलती है माय बिजनेस इज माय बिजनेस, नन ऑफ योर बिजनेस। भाई सब परफेक्ट था उस ट्रेलर के बारे में भाई। मैं फर्स्ट डे फर्स्ट शो के लिए वेट नहीं कर पा रहा हूँ भाई। कब रिलीज हो रही है वैसे?